Aloha, and welcome to this episode of the Hawaii Smooth Jazz Connection. I am your host, Gwendolyn Harris. My guest today is a pianist, singer, composer, and producer who hails from Cuba and began playing piano at the age of 3. He began composing his own music at the age of 11. He has played his music internationally with other artists, including David Bisbal, Spanish Latin superstar, and international salsa singer La India. He has just released his latest album, Brazilian Dream. I am so happy to have him here today. Let's welcome Mr. Carlos Camilo to the show. How are you doing, Carlos?
Hi, good evening, everyone. How are you, Gwen? Thank you for the invitation.
I usually say aloha, but today I'm going to say hola. Hola, ¿cómo estás? I am so happy to have you here. You are in Miami, so I thank you. It's late there, and it's only, 4 something here. So I thank you for being here. I really do.
Thank you for having me. No problem.
Now, the first time I saw you, strolling through Facebook like I always do, and I see you playing the piano, and you were playing Can You Stand the Rain? I saw that.
Yep.
And I absolutely loved you when you did that. And I said, you know what, I have to start following him. So now I follow you. But what I would like for you to tell the audience is, like I stated, you started playing at the age of 3 and started composing at 11. So what was your musical influence, or how did you, come about to start playing music?
Well, my music story is crazy. I've had so much influence because I was born in Cuba. I've had an official classical training in piano in Cuba. They're very strict when it comes to techniques and stuff. So I grew up playing. Before I play salsa or play anything popular, I had to know the Beethovens, I had to know the Mozarts, I had to know the Bach. I had to dominate the piano first. So I'm very happy that happened. As a kid, I didn't love it though. I just wanted to play the fun stuff. But now as an adult, you learn to appreciate it. And then I also had the luck, the privilege of having my father and my mom support my music career, and they made sure that I really listened to everything. So I could be listening to Frank Sinatra one time, then I could be listening to Earth, Wind and Fire. Then I could go to the Cuban stuff. Then I was listening to Jamaican music. It was crazy. Like the variety was insane. And then it really shows today as an adult in my composition style. I really don't like to limit myself to a genre. If I like it, if I feel it, it doesn't matter. I just go with my heart.
That's a true musician right there. That's a true musician. Yeah. Now, like you said, you play it all: smooth jazz, Latin, and R&B. Okay. Yep. And I know, and I know, being raised in Cuba, music is the life over there. So what other instruments, if any, do you play besides the piano?
Well, I started actually with drums because in Cuba they have a special program where, they test your abilities to see, if you're going to be able to handle more than one instrument. So I had a perfect sense of rhythm since little. I can't explain it. I could dance on beat. I could maintain offbeat rhythms and do it while somebody else is clapping on beat and not lose my way. So I can't explain it. I guess it's my African blood.
Ah. Now, during COVID, COVID kind of put a stop to everything. It was kind of hard. We're trying to get out of this, because you musicians really couldn't play anything. What did you do during COVID? How did you get through that?
Oh man, COVID. I mean, I'm pretty sure that COVID has been a tragedy for most people, but for me it was a blessing because it really opened up this space. Because all of a sudden I had to work from home, so I really had a lot of time. After I was finished with my responsibilities to really focus on my writing. Then I started getting ideas of, doing these covers. That's how Can You Stand the Rain was born. That's how Next to Close, which it's another one of the big covers. It's got like 197,000 views. It's crazy on Facebook. People really love it. because I really thought, like, I've listened to a lot of the smooth jazz artists, and sometimes it's hard to make an instrument speak, especially to make it sound like you. That's To me, that's like the biggest challenge as an instrumentalist, is for to when you sit at the piano, so that people go like, no, that's Carlos, oh, that's Brian Culberson, oh, that's Joe Sample. You know what I mean? Like, everybody has their own technique, their own musical idea. So I've really worked hard on developing my voice. So the perfect way to do that is through covers, because then you have to make them your own while still respecting the original. And I guess people are really responding to that because they feel it. I try to emulate as close as possible. I can't tell you a percentage, but I mean, I'm probably 98% of what the original artist is singing with words. So because I do it so closely, but on a piano, people are shocked because they like, how could you do that on the piano, right? But it's it's not magic. It's just hours and hours of beating on your craft.
Well, I tell you, you're good. You're great at it. You're amazing at it. Now you play for La India, who I love. I absolutely love her. What is it like working with La India?
Oh my God! You see, like, this is another example why I feel so blessed in life. Why I'm always so positive, even though we might be going through dark times. God has really come through in my life in many aspects. La India was one of them, because I grew up when I was a little kid, still learning how to play the piano, still learning how to read music. India was famous internationally already. And I always had that dream, and I stored it because I really loved their music. It really spoke to me. And then when I least expected it, I had the opportunity. They recommended me, and I went in to play with her. And she is so incredible. I'm telling you, she has that soul, that R&B influence, and she puts it into the salsa. That's why she's so different.
Yes.
But, yeah, like when I'm playing with her, I get chills, because there's certain songs that you start playing and people love her music so much that they just start screaming. You hear the intro on the piano. I have a lot of responsibility there, because I'm not the pianist. Everything else is percussion and bass, which is part of the rhythm as well. But I have the most responsibility when it comes to the piano, because she relies on the piano a lot. So when I start certain songs, then you just get the chills, because you hear the whole vibe, like people screaming. It feels great.
Yes. I would love to see her and you in concert. I really, I'd probably be dancing the whole time, but yes, I would love to see you two in concert. Now we're going to talk about your latest album here. You have released, I didn't mention this earlier, but you have released 14 albums, 14, and many singles. Okay? And I'm going to just say, in 2012 was your first release, correct?
Yes.
And it was titled Dim the Lights, which was like a smooth jazz type of album, right? Now your latest one is titled Brazilian Dream. Tell us about that.
Well, my family, my parents, respect for music, appreciation, Van Leen, also Shaban, all that beautiful music. So dedicate an album just for the Brazilian culture, because bossa nova and jazz, they're like a beautiful marriage. When those two together is incredible. Like, what you hear in your ears is incredible. It has a code. It has a code respect, because every music has their elements. Just like jazz has their elements, just like the blues has their elements, like salsa. Brazilian music actually has a lot of nuances, if you may say so. So I wanted to dedicate this album to Brazil and its culture. Every song depicts an aspect of the culture.
Nice. Nice. Now we are going to play, instead of usually doing a live performance, we're going to play 2 videos that you sent in of you performing. Okay. And I am just so excited because I love Can You Stand the Rain? And the way you do it, we're going to do that one first. and then we'll go into your other one, and then we'll come back and talk some more. Okay? So
Perfect.
so let's run the video of Mr. Carlos Camilo playing "Can You Stand the Rain?" you were just jamming in that. You were
Yeah.
doing your thing. You were doing your thing. You were doing your thing. Now the next one, the next song that we're gonna play, I want you to go ahead and introduce that. You tell us what that is.
So I think you're about to play my single from my new album, Brazilian Dream. It's called Fogosa Brasileira. So again, every song in this album is a celebration of Brazilian culture. And you know, Brazilian women are very beautiful women. They're women that are they're very in touch with their sexuality. They're women that are open-minded. So that's what Fogosa means. It means a fiery woman. So that's what inspired me because I love women.
Okay. All right. Can't wait to see it. Looks like you had a lot of fun making that video.
Oh yeah.
I know the viewers can't see it, but I can see you, and you're just a smiling.
I had a lot of fun because Amanda, that's her name, the dancer, she's an incredible person, and we had an incredible chemistry. And I love when things flow like that, because it feels real. It gives it a real touch to the video.
Yes. Yes.
We're trying to create, this an emotion. I'm trying to evoke a sense of happiness in people. Mm-hmm. I want to evoke stress-free thoughts. So
right.
I'm just glad that I was able to create that chemistry with her. She's incredible, Amanda.
Well, how do I say caliente? That was a hot.
The weather here doesn't help it. It's super hot.
Now I have a few more questions for you. What advice would you give a new artist coming into the industry?
My biggest advice is to move forward, no matter what, no matter the obstacles. Get to work. I have so many, people that I know that have so much potential, but they question themselves constantly. They never start. So my biggest advice is start doing your thing. You start. There's always an excuse. I don't have time. This and that. There's always time. If you want to do it, and always play with your heart. Don't lie because people have a lie detector. Be real. Be true to yourself, to your style, to who you are, and then life is gonna unravel everything else in the road.
That is great advice. What new projects, if any, are you working on? What do I need to mark on my calendar to look out, to come see you? I'm gonna come from Hawaii to come see you. What day? What do I need to look for? Anything in particular?
Well, I'm always releasing new music. Please make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, Carlos Camilo. You can find all the links in my official website, carloscamilo.com. I have 4 albums in production right now. I have 2 jazz fusion albums. I have 1 smooth jazz album, and I actually have 2 more also that is still in the composition stage. Because I have a lot of ideas, and I'm very creative. And like I said, I don't limit myself. I actually have a list here of music that I have copyrighted and that I haven't begun to release because I haven't had time. I'm still composing.
Wow.
So that's why I like to release it quick, because then my mind changes. So by the time I listen to the old stuff, I don't like it. My mind is already, so I don't want to release it.
You're already moving on to something else.
And guess what? I found that out about Bob James too. Master Bob James has like this whole folder of music. It's like, oh, I wrote that and I forgot to release. I just forgot. And it's just a whole folder of music.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Well, our time has come to an end, but I thank you. I thank you so much for being here with me today. I really do appreciate you. And I will continue to follow you. And my viewers, you need to start following him. Don't sleep on him now. Don't sleep on him. You just start following him. But, but thank you so much.
Thank you, Gwen. God bless you. Thank you to your team as well. Thank you for the invitation, and thank you to your viewers as well.
Thank you. To my viewers, until next time, aloha.